Hello everybody, welcome. I hope you're doing great. If you hear sounds, one of my cats is in here. He's like the relaxed one, I guess you could say. So I just left him here. He's just taking a nap, so I was like, you might as well stay. I'm recording this today as quickly as I can because it is going to rain today. It is very sunny, which is scary because usually when it's very sunny, all of a sudden it starts raining. So I'm trying to do this as quick as I can, this part of this video that you guys are watching. But yesterday I went to Comic Con 2026. That's what we're gonna be talking about. And the plan of this video was to make a kind of vloggy style, vlog a little bit, and then show you guys what I got. That was basically it. But this is gonna end up being more of me reviewing the event a little bit, or like talking about the event and all of that, which I think is fine. I can do that. That's fine. I wasn't there for the whole day. I was there until like 11:30 from like 8. That's all I could do because oh my god, there was way too many people in there and it was like very hard to like do things. I don't know if I'm ever gonna do this type of videos again because I don't really go to like things like this. Honestly, it's very rare that I even get out of my house. I just get out to work and come back home. I really don't do that much. But I thought it would be fun this year to kind of do this and show you guys a little bit about Comic Con here in Puerto Rico and all of that. So kind of what I'm doing it, but then at the end I was like, what the hell is this? I'm a little bit late because my plan was to get out at 7:45. It is 7:51 right now. It doesn't make that much of a difference, but for me it does. The event doesn't start until 9, the Comic Con. But I want to be there early because of the parking, because I'm not gonna be looking for parking. Like, I'm the person that if there's no parking or if I don't find any parking, I'm leaving. I said it, I probably said it in a clip. This is the second time me going. Last year was the first time I went with my boyfriend. This year he wasn't too interested in going, and 2, he works on Saturdays now, so I went alone. Totally fine. It was a very stressful drive. I think I recorded myself a clip after I got to the convention center. That was the most stressful 20 minutes of driving. My phone decided to disconnect midway while I was driving, so I couldn't see the map. I know how to get here, but I wanted the map to feel secure and it disconnected. Good thing it connected back very quickly and the map like reset where I was, and I was like, okay, I can breathe. But that was stressful. I'm going to the convention center now because I see people here finishing their cosplay and already going there, so I'm pretty sure the line is insane already because 1 is Saturday and 2 apparently is sold out. So this is gonna be fun. I am going to get everything ready. I have the parking ticket, I have my phone, I have my card, I have cash, and I have a little bag that I got just in case I actually end up getting a few things. I can put it there. Vendors here usually have bags, but just in case. And I have cash because last year I wish I had cash just in case, because yes, you can pay with your card and all of that, but the internet signal can go away or everybody's on the app paying and it becomes very slow, so I got cash just in case. Out of all of the parkings they park beside, there's so many parkings, everything is empty, and they're like, we just gotta park beside this car. Great. It is in the convention center in San Juan, Puerto Rico, which is a big one. Honestly, it's a pretty big convention center, and it has a very big lobby as well, and it has like a 2nd and 3rd floor, I think, or something like that. It is really good convention center for this type of things. I have been to Comic Con there, and they have other kind of conventions that they do there that I have gone to, and it's pretty good. So my original plan was to get there early because of the parking, and then wait in my car a little bit and then go, but I realized there was already a lot of people kind of finishing their cosplay and going there, so I was like, okay, the line is gonna be ridiculous because 1, it is Saturday, and usually Saturdays is like the busiest day, and 2 apparently was sold out, so I was like, okay, the line is gonna be ridiculous, I'm just gonna go there and done. And actually they were already letting people in. By the time I went there it was like 8:30 something, and the line was already flowing. There wasn't that much line to begin with, and you could already go in. The event wasn't open it opened at 9, but you could already go in the lobby. So I was like, okay, perfect. One thing I'll say, security in this convention center is pretty good up to some point, because when it comes to like checking in, they have a lot of lines, which is great. They scan the ticket, they give you the wristband, which I think I have mine somewhere. If I find it before I post this video, I'll put a picture, but they put like a wristband on you and then you go in security to check. The thing is, they have like 2 lines, and those 2 lines kind of go like this, and there's like 2 security points, but people don't know how to follow the line once they check you on, like scan your tickets. So when you get into that point, because there's no divider to keep dividing the 2 lines, everybody just huddle there, and it's a mess because you have this line, and then people in the middle trying to go in very quickly, and I'm like, it's 2 lines. It's 2 people doing security. That's all you get. But they do check your bags. If you have another bag, I had another bag that I took, they would check it to make sure there's nothing, and then they will scan you with the metal detectors. Sometimes they have the big ones that you walk through. This time they didn't. They just had like the handheld ones. Also, they only scan like the front. I feel like they should scan the back as well. You never know. I mean, I'm not saying something's gonna happen, but I think being more efficient when it comes to that, you know, like scan the front of the person in the back, and done. They also had this other security point if you were on cosplay, if you had anything like swords, weapons, things like that had to go with your cosplay, big things, you have to go through there to get it checked. I don't know how that worked because I didn't go to cosplay, you know, I didn't go in cosplay, I should say, or anything like that, but I do know they have that point there that if you have things like that, you had to go through there, and I'm guessing they would check it and then put something so people knew that it was already checked and it was good to go. So security is good up to that point, because after you pass that, you barely see security in the lobby. I mean, they do have the ones in the entrance, so that's fine, but in the convention center, I barely could see security. Now, they were wearing gray shirts. I feel like they should wear something a little bit more colorful, or maybe neon color, so I knew who it was security, because they had cleaning, maintenance people there cleaning and maintaining the areas, cleaning all of that, and they were wearing like bright orange shirt, I feel like. So I feel like the security could have worn something like that because it was just gray. But inside the convention center, there was barely security. I think I saw one, and I don't know if I got her on a clip that I was showing when I went into the convention center, which that was insane. I don't know if I got her, like a clip of her, but I saw her once, and then after that I could barely see security. So I feel like there should be more security inside of the convention center, especially with the amount of booths that they have, which is a lot. Again, this convention center is big. They do hallways for the booths, but also that kind of doesn't work in some places. Okay, it's a thing, but they opened the door at 9. Everybody was in the lobby. Going in was insane, and I almost got trapped. I was able to like find something. I tried to find a hole to like walk through, but no, people just go. It's just people. I'm already like about to go insane here. People. So I'm just gonna start this side and see. I'm gonna try and like just do this. I usually start this way, so this is gonna be fun. Last year I finished walking all this by 12. We'll see how long it takes this year. God, the amount of people. Oh god, this is gonna be insane. I'm just trying to get to the last, please. Thank you. Oh, no, nope, nope. We're not doing that. We are doing this. Okay. We'll see how this goes. And I was trying to get to like the last part of the convention center to start walking, because again, they do hallways. They have like 100, 200, 300, 400, things like that. I think it was until 1,900 it was the hallways, and it was because it's like the table is like 101, 102, things like that. And I was trying to get to 100 to start from there, and that was a struggle. Imagine when I was almost at the end. It was just interesting. There's a lot of people, and again, so that I don't know if they ever cap tickets or something, or if it is that the convention center can hold X amount of people and they just get those tickets. It's like if it is 2,000 people, they just sell 2,000 people, and they don't take into consideration that booths take up the amount of space as well, so they should lower it. I don't know if it is that, but it is a lot of people in there. Like, by the time I was going through the 300 row of booths, I have been in the con for like 30 minutes, so it has taken me 10 minutes the first 3 rows of booths, and I was already having a hard time walking. By the time I was at the end, it was even worse, because people don't know how to behave, essentially. I don't like, I understand you want to see what's in the booths, and that is fine by me. I do that as well. But I go to the booth and I stand there and I try not to be in the middle. But people will, like, I will be walking, people will be in front of me, they will stop, I will stop, right? And then people here were seeing booths, people here were seeing booths, and because they're stopped here for some goddamn reason that I don't understand why, I couldn't go anywhere. And then I would be like, okay, I'm gonna squish through here and be like, sorry, passing through, thank you, and go. And it's just, why? I think at some point, I think I got it. I was like, let me record me going through this hallway of booths and see what happens. And I got stuck because people stopped in the middle, and then I found like a little hole and I was like, sorry, excuse me, and I would go through it. And I was like, this was like the perfect time to record this, because oh my god.
Come over here. I have something. You're gonna Sorry.
Thank you. It's too many people. And then people don't know how to behave properly, and they stop in the middle of the hallway because they're looking at this booth. And I'm like, okay, how about you just go there and look, even if it is a quick glance, and then go, not just stand in the middle. Or they just say they're in a group and there's 2 looking at a booth right here, the rest we just stay in the middle. And I'm like, go there, leave a space. And because the space is very limited, like there's space, but at the same time there's people with cosplay, so they take a good amount of space if their cosplay is big. It's hard to walk. So by the end of me, like in the last few rows, it was just very hard to walk, and it was very hard to see the booths, which I felt bad. But I was able to get the last few things that I wanted. But it is very hard for you to see booths when it is that crowded. Like I said, they do rows for the booths, but then they have booths there that they put in the middle. So like by row, I don't know, 400 or 500, it will cut. Like this is the row, it will cut here because there was like a big stage here. So you would have to go around that. But then once you went around, you had this line of booths here that you haven't seen at all, because this big stage is cut in this. And then once you go like this, you realize, oh, there's like 3 more rows here. So it's like cut. And then I would go and try to walk that little bit that I couldn't walk perfect. I had to go like back and forth and do all that. And then I would get to like, I don't know, the 700 row of booths, and it will cut again because they had a big booth for a big one that is like a sponsor. And again, it will cut. So you have to, it's just like, I understand it, what they're doing, but you're cutting the road. But I also don't think that's a good thing, because if you're coming in the entrance and you see one of the big booths and you just go past it, you wouldn't know that there's more rows behind that big booth that is literally covering them unless you turn. And people weren't really doing that. I think a little bit better planning on the rows and all that will be better if you're gonna have big booths for whoever is sponsoring the Comic Con. Better system for that isn't blocking hallways and blocking people, you know, from seeing there's more booths behind this big one. I don't know how we'll fix that, because again, the space for the convention center is big, but it's very limited as well. So I don't know exactly if to like have a designated space for them, or just fixing something something to make it better, so the booths are behind these big ones aren't lost, or people know that there's things there. But also I feel like this has been the way that they have done it for years. So if you have gone to Comic-Con a few years, you will know there's people behind these big booths. But if you don't, you might miss them. So I think there's a better way to do this. Maybe. I don't know exactly what would it be. And also the stage wasn't even in the middle of the convention center. So again, that was weird. I don't know. But again, I feel like they have been doing this for years, because this was very close to the same setup as last year. So I just think they're used to doing it this way. But maybe changing it up so it's better wouldn't be a bad idea. Maybe. So there's another thing that I noticed this year. Because I see a lot of like event review videos for some reason. I don't know why, I like it. And a word that they kept using was slop. And I was like, what does that mean? So I was looking it up. So I found a better definition for the word slop, because apparently this was 2025 word of the year. It says we define slop as digital content of low quality that is produced usually in quantity by means of artificial intelligence. All that stuff dumped on our screens, capturing just 4 letters. The English language came through again. I'm gonna leave this page below if you want to read everything, but reading that, I don't know if slop is the best way to describe what I'm gonna be talking about in the video, but I still wanted to mention it because it might have to do with it, but it's not fully AI. But still, I'm still mentioning the word. I didn't know it was 2025 word of the year, but yeah, I just wanted to give you guys a better definition about it. Every time I see like event reviews, for some reason, here I am doing one but they will always mention slop, and I was like, what do you mean? Like, I understand what they were meaning by it, and they would describe it and be like, oh, okay, I understand, but I have never like seen that or experienced that myself. And I think this year I did. Now, the ones that I have been hearing a lot about are 3D printed things. I will say this, last year there was a lot. This year I only saw like 1 or 2 booths selling 3D printed things. Okay, but one thing I did saw a lot was crochet things. Now, there were like 4 or 5 booths, and out of all of them there was only one that I could say that I saw the person making the things right there in the booth. And I think that makes a huge difference, because if I see you making it, then I can somehow think that all of this was actually handmade. But the rest of the booths were just doing that. I'm not saying it's not that they didn't make it, but I do know you can get this stuff and get a huge quantity of it and just sell it. Especially when I see the same crochet things like 2 other tables with different prices. you know. Another thing was figurines. Even though I got one for my boyfriend, there were a lot of tables figurines. Some of them were the same in different prices. And I also saw Pokemon cards, a lot of Pokemon cards here, and makeup, but not like makeup that I could tell that person made it, but when you get bulks of makeup and different things and you know this is from like a wholesale thing and you're just selling it like triple the price, that as well. Like, you get your coin, boo boo, that's totally fine. But I saw that a lot as well. And Pokemon cards, especially people using Pokemon cards to get people to their booths. Like, they would have like t-shirts and hats, and then in the middle of the table was a binder with Pokemon cards, just to attract people. And I'm like, okay, you're getting your coin, but oh my god, that's not mainly what you're selling. But okay, I don't know if those things will be considered slap, because I did see a lot of booths of this and a lot of things that were in other tables in different prices, so I don't know if that would be considered slap. But there were a lot of booths doing that, a lot of like mystery bags and like the whole opening. I got two though, and you don't know which figurine you're getting, that type of thing. Mystery boxes was another thing that I saw a lot of tables when they would have makeup and then mystery boxes, again just to attract people. And I know you're carrying your coin, that's totally fine, but it's interesting to see that that is not the main thing that you're selling, but you have it there to attract people. That's another thing that I saw. So again, I don't know if those things will be considered slop, but I saw it a lot this time that I went. Last year wasn't like this. This year there was definitely a lot. And also, I don't know, the same thing happened last year. Saying sorry, excuse me, passing through, I have a big cosplay, I need space, please, thank you for letting me pass, I'm sorry if I hit you, you know, things like that. Especially when you're in like a big cosplay, which I love seeing people in cosplay, it's amazing. But saying things like this is not very hard, it just isn't. I'm very small, I'm 5'5", and at some point it was very hard to breathe. I'm guessing because I was just surrounded by 6-foot people taller than me essentially. It was very hard to breathe sometimes. I'm guessing the air was on top of me and I wasn't getting enough. That's just what I'm guessing, because I started coughing at the end and I was like, I need to leave this place soon. I'm small, so I needed, it was very hard, and I was like, sorry, excuse me, and people wouldn't move. And there were people with cosplay that were very big, and I didn't want to hit them or step on skirt if they had a skirt, things like that. So I was trying, but then people here wouldn't move for some goddamn reason, even though they were in the middle of the hallway, and I was trying to squeeze through. And then people with big cosplay, they didn't care if they hit you on the head. If they hit you with whatever they have, they just kept walking. Or if I'm here and I'm walking and you're here and a person is here and is gonna walk, instead of like looking, making sure there's nobody that is going to pass, no, they just go. And then I will be like, oh, okay, now I'm stuck here. Oh, now you stop in the middle and now I'm stuck here. I just that sort of a thing. So, you know, so sorry, excuse me, looking behind you, just making sure that there's nobody that is going to like pass before you move. It's not very hard to say, especially again if you're in big cosplay with like swords or things like that. The whole time I was like this, trying not to get my head cut off or being hit in the face or something, trying not to step on skirts, because nobody would care and they would just go through. It's like not a care in the world. So by the end of it, I was like, you know what, I'm able to see everything. My plan was to get out, get some air, maybe food outside, leave things in the car maybe, and then come back and do another lap. I left by 11:30. I went out, and outside in the lobby was probably the same, if not worse, as inside in the convention center. I just paid my ticket parking and I went to Walmart to get stuff. And then I got food and I came home at 12. I was done. I'm done. It is 11:30 and I want to go home already. Well, I need to go to one place, get food, and then go home. I'm done. I paid for my ticket. I'm gonna see how I get the hell out of this parking and go to the other place I want to go, and done. I did got stuff, so my plan is either today or tomorrow when I get home, record you guys what I caught. I'm like sweating, so I'm gonna try and see how I get out of this parking lot because it's like a maze here. Good thing I took a picture when my car was parked. Otherwise I would have lost it. When I left, that parking was ridiculous. The parking was full. There were people parking on the sideways, like on the street. They were like, use a train to get there. Your public transportation, Uber. Leave your car in this mall and then walk. Things like that because the parking was full and they couldn't let anybody in anymore at all, and that's why they say to get there early. Like I will leave and I was seeing people walking, leaving the cars so goddamn far away and on the grass even, and then just walking under that sun, knowing that it was going to rain in the afternoon. I don't know if it rained here. It did rain a bit, but in the afternoon it was going to rain, which was another thing why I wasn't going to stay the whole time there. The event is nice. It is good. I love going to it, seeing the booths, seeing what people are selling and all of that. But at some point it's too many people. It's hard to walk. It might be a little bit dangerous. If somebody falls or something, it's gonna be very hard for them to like get up, and if something happens, you're gonna have all those people running out, and that, you know, it's just, at some point you need to think about all those things and being like, okay, maybe we need to make this a little bit more safer, maybe have more security, things like that. I don't know, but those were some things that I was seeing this year that last year I saw it, but again, because I was with my boyfriend the whole time, he had my hand hold. He was holding my hand, guiding me through the people. This time I didn't have that, which in a way was kind of good because I was able to like see all this and being like, oh, okay, this is not as good. Would I go again? Yes, because again, I love going to this type of things, but again, I will be there early for sure, and I would probably either try and get a bigger bag so I could put everything in it or something, so I didn't have too many bags on my hands and I could go through a little bit better. So as for the things that I got, I feel like I got things, but not as much as last year. I don't know. But I'll show you guys very quick. This is not mine. This is my boyfriend. This is what he wanted. He has a lot of One Piece figurines, and when I asked him, is there anything that you want me to keep an eye on for you, he mentioned this anime called JoJo Adventures. He loves it, but also we barely see things of it when we go to like Comic Con or things like that. I was very surprised that I saw this, and it was actually this character. Where is it? There you go. You can kind of see the name there. Yotaro Kujo. JoJo's Bizarre Adventures is how it's called. And he actually said this character, so as soon as I saw it, I was like, you're coming home. I showed him my picture and I was like, found it for you. So this is his, but I still wanted to show you guys. This type of figurines are the ones that I say I saw a lot in the booths. People were taking them like they are just gold, essentially. But that's one thing. They had a store that I have gone to. There's a K-pop store. This person has a physical one. I don't remember where. I have business cards actually. I tried taking business cards as much as I could. Melashi World. Where is her store? I don't remember where her store is, but I went there I think once or twice. It's a K-pop store and she had a booth, so I was like, let's go in. Probably won't find anything, but I wanted to go in just in case. I did find something. I don't know if I should do an unboxing of it. I might do it just for fun, honestly. But I got this. This is Plave's Greeting Seasons 2026. I saw it and I was like, I should get it, so I ended up getting it. I don't know if I should do an unboxing of it. Let me know. I don't know. I might do it, honestly, even if it is very late. Because it is good. It says it has some things. They have all this right here. It's a lot. So I might do that. Actually, I don't think I'm gonna do it today because again it's gonna rain and I want to finish this very quick, but maybe I'll do it at some point next week and show it to you guys, even if it is a little bit late. It'll be fine. I don't know what he means by sweet things included. I don't know, but it was very fun. It caught my eye. It was the only one there, and I was like, I'm getting this. I know Plave is doing a comeback. I'm excited for that because it's Caligo Part 2. I'm excited for that. This one. I think there's a card in here. So I got 2 things from here. I think there's a card in this little bag, so let me find it. Yes. I think it is pronounced Morifungi. I think it is. I've seen her in other events before. I love her earrings. I have a couple of them. They haven't gone, you know, bad. Sometimes you get earrings and, you know, at some point wearing it a lot, it just doesn't look good. Hers I have never had issues with. So I got this earrings. There we go. I saw them. There were another ones that I was going to get, but I only got those. And she had mystery bags, which again, I'm a sucker for mystery bag, blind boxes, things like that. So I got one. The things inside were cute. Honestly, I would use them. You have a little notebook, a wallet, with honestly, I actually might use because I need a new one. You have a cute little bag, which again, I'm not a huge fan of pink, but I'm probably gonna end up using it. And some cute little socks. Very cute. And also, wait, no, there's still stuff there. I didn't notice there was more. Stickers, very cute. And there's a pen. This is the last thing inside this box. This bag. Cinnamon roll. Very cute. There we go. I think it focused. So, not bad actually. When I saw everything, I was like, huh, this is stuff that I will honestly use again. I'm not a huge fan of pink, but I'll still use it because I do like it. This I might actually bring to work and use it there. I don't know. Maybe I'll keep it here. I'm not entirely sure. This is the bag that I took with me to put everything in it. So there's a couple of things on this. Let's go through it together. This is gonna be a lot. Give me a second. So this is one of the bigger boots there. That were, I'm guessing, the sponsors. Let's have a shop. I got 2 blind boxes. I actually haven't opened them, so we're gonna open them together. There's this one that I thought was very cute. Maybe my camera will focus. I don't know who I caught. I was gonna open them yesterday and my boyfriend was like, no, open them on camera. So we're doing it together. Let's see. Ooh, it looks cute. It's gonna start raining very soon because it got dark. So I'm trying to finish this as quick as I can. Ooh, it's cute. Look at it. Which one is this one? Ivan. This is Ivan, people. Look at him. Say hi. And the second one that I got, I think it is Demon Slayer. Can you guys see it? There we go. I used to watch anime so much and I just don't do that anymore, and I feel like I should because there's so many good ones lately. Ooh, I think is he the main one? I think. Maybe. I thought it was gonna be something like this, which is why I got it, but it's different. It's fine, I don't mind it, but I thought it was gonna be like this. Usually what they show you here is what you get, but it's different. I think he's the main character, especially when he's in the box. If this anime is good, let me know. I feel like there's a good anime out there that I want to see, I just haven't seen it. So I'm done with this bag. I am going to throw this away. I'm just gonna put it on the floor for now. Well, this is actually another mystery bag that I got. Again, I'm a sucker for mystery bags. This is an anime one. Honestly, I wish I would have gotten... She had a couple of different ones. I wish I would have gotten the original art one as well. But it's totally fine. I think I picked up her business card. It is somewhere around here. Yeah, Pinky Stuff by Adriana. Very nice boot. The boot was very cute. They were giving this as Pokemon cards so you could like trade with people. It was very nice. This one, if I remember, is the anime one that I got. Oh my god, can I take stuff out? There we go. Oh, this is cute. I don't know if you guys can see it. I don't know if my camera is like going to like focus on this thing. Ooh. This is like a whole... Can I use... I'm gonna find a way to use this. This is very cute. a little pen. There were a lot of people with pens, and a lot of them were very cute. I wanted all of them. Ooh, tape. I don't know exactly what I'm gonna use this tape for, but I'll find a use for it for sure. Ooh, is this... Oh, I think I know. Wait. I'm taking this to work. Look how cute that is. I use a lot of these things, like post things at work till I made to-do lists. Oh my god, look at this. This is so cute. Really focus. Look at it. So cute. And stickers. We love stickers. There were a lot of people selling stickers as well, and they were very cute. It's a miracle I didn't get more stickers, because I usually get a lot of stickers. And then I'm like, where am I going to put all this? I don't know. I wish I could find properly this. There's somewhere in there. Okay, one was pinky. Which was the other one? So before I show you everything, there were 4 tables. This was very smart, honestly, and I wish more tables would get ideas from this. Not do the same thing, but ideas. There were 4 tables that were doing Cookie Scout's official guidebook, and it was 4 tables. Pink Stuff by Adriana, Wooden Whale, Dragon Coop, and Nikki David. They had this. If you went to their booth and you got something that was $8 or more, you would get a stamp, and then when you collect all 4 stamps, you would get something. Pink Adriana, I got the mystery bag, and then the other one was Wooden Whale, which I got a magnet, and they were giving these little things that are like Pokemon cards that you could trade with people. I got a magnet. Very cute. I saw it and I was like, you're coming home with me for sure. And then from the Coop one, Dragon Coop, I got this. I think I have this one. There we go. Can you see it? Now my cat is gonna wanna go through every bag that I have on my floor. I got this. It is very heavy. I don't remember the name. They all have names, and I picked this one because it said cuddly, and I was like, ooh, and it's very heavy, and it is so soft, and I love it. So I got that from them. And then from Nikki David, which this is another one that I have seen a lot. I love their earrings as well, but they didn't have that many this year. I only got a notebook, which again I thought of taking to work, but I might leave this one here for like video ideas and stuff. So I got that. By you getting all of those, you would get stickers, and then not stickers but like stamps. Can you see them? Is this 4? And then this one is the last one, and it will mean that you finish, and you get a little bag with things, and in there you would get another Pokemon card spider thing. You would get a sticker for being a scout. And then you will get another 9-jar type thing. This is like for animals and all of that. Actually, it might look like the animals on their boots. This, which is all of them essentially on one. And a little ribbon. If you hear bags, that is my cat having fun with the bag. They do the ribbon things there. I've never participated on it. Maybe next year if I do end up going again, I'll participate on it. But that's all you get, which is simple. Again, you may look at it and be like, all of that for, you know, but you're only spending $8, which that can be from a magnet to literally a keychain. Also, I found the bracelet. It was in one of the bags. This is the bracelet that they will put on you. My cat is now mad at me because I don't let him play with the bags, but you guys will be able to hear it. This is the first booth that I went to. I put the business card. I was trying to get the business card as best as I could, but this was her. She was very, very, very nice. Got 2 earrings. Again, I'm a sucker for earrings, cute things, stickers, keychains, things like that. So I got these 2. Can you see them? They're very cute. I'm probably gonna have, because I have a lot of earrings, I'm probably gonna have to sit and throw away the ones that I'm not using, because there's definitely ones that I am not using for whatever reason. So I should get rid of them or give them away. So I'm probably gonna do that because that is full. it's just full. And I use earrings. I want to use them definitely more, but oh, okay, this one is, oh, they were doing the Pokemon card thing. I think there's a business card here. Yeah, Moon Paper, I think it is how the whole business is called. Last year when I went to her booth, I got this. This is from last year. In Puerto Rico, we call this culito de pan. I don't know how you will translate that to English. It's literally will be like the butt of the bread, literally in English. But here, culito de pan, I feel like that sounds better. And as soon as I saw her booth and I saw this, I was like, oh my god, it's you. And I told her, I was like, I got one of your plushies, culito de pan, last year. Oh my god, I loved it. So I decided to get keychains this time, and I got one for me and my boyfriend. So I have culito de pan for me. You guys can see it there. It's literally just like the plushie. I love it. And then my boyfriend has pan sobao because he loves pan sobao. So I got him that one. I saw her booth and I was like, I need to get something from you. Yes or yes, because I love it. And if I do go next year and she's there, I'll probably get a bookmark. I don't care. I love culito pan. This little thing is so cute. Look at it. You can see a little butt. It's just so cute. So I had to. And I think this is the last thing that I got. Yeah, bookmark. This is a bookstore. They have like 3 here in Puerto Rico, and they had a booth. Very messy. Another thing, I didn't mention this, but some booths, they were trying to control the traffic of flow inside their booths because it was bigger. I don't think they were doing a great job. Otaku shop, they would just let people in and then at some point hold off. They saw like 3 people leaving and then they will put in 6 people inside. I don't think that works. It was very hard for me to see the blind boxes, which is why I only caught those 2. I was going to go through another section, but people were just standing there doing nothing, so I just end up paying and go. With the bookmark, they would have a line. You would go in and you would just, books, mangas were here, and you would just go and payment was at the end. I don't know if that system will work, because if you wanted to see a book, you will have to go outside the line, but then by the time you go in, you might have to go to, you know, there wasn't a clear line of the paying line, and you're just looking to see what you're gonna get, you know what I mean? So it was a little bit messy. It was very hard to see the book. I just prefer going to the physical store here and done. And also I feel like they weren't really controlling the traffic of people, because at some point when I went in, it was way too full and it was very hard to see things. So I only got this 2. Actually, I didn't notice, but they gave this. It's like a whole DC graphic novel thing. It was free, but I got 2 painting books because I am oh, what else is in here? Oh, they gave bookmarks as well. Didn't notice that. I'm trying to get back into my creative side. I was very creative years ago and I lost all that. And I'm trying to get back at it. I don't think it's late. I don't think it's never late to get back to being creative and all of that. I was trying to crochet. I cut a little kit and everything. I don't know if I'm ever gonna finish that dragon. No, dinosaur is what it was. Because oh my god, it looks awful. But I'm trying to do that a little bit. So I saw this. I was really into like drawing, painting, things like that. So I saw these little books that I have seen a lot of. And they're very cute. It has a lot of different things. That is my cat again playing with the bag, even though I tell him not to. And this one was also very cute. So I went and got colored pencils so I could paint this. I used to do this a lot to manage my anxiety years ago, and I feel like I need to get back to it. So I got those, and again I was trying so hard to see the books because there were some that I was seeing from outside making the line. Well, it looks very good, but it was just a mess in there, so I ended up just getting this and go. That's everything I got. Honestly, it looks like a lot. It might be a lot, but I just, there were a lot more boots and I didn't get that much, I feel like. But it was very fun and I would go again, but again I would go very early on, and try and see everything as fast as I can for sure. I don't know if I see myself staying there the whole day unless there's somebody there that I want to see or something. But other than that, I don't know if I would do that because it is very stressful when there is a lot of people in there. But yeah, I still hope you enjoyed this video. It is very different. I don't even know if I'm ever gonna do something like this again, but I thought it would be like a fun different video for the channel. So I hope you enjoy it. If you have any favorite things that I got, please let me know in the comments below. If you have gone to Comic Con here in Puerto Rico or anywhere where you live, let me know how it is. Maybe it is different from here. Let me know in the comments below. So yeah, thanks so much for watching. I hope you're doing great, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.